surprises? Are there surprises?
There are always surprises. We forget to unmute someone. We'll slide. You know, there's surprises every service.
Yes, I've done some of those surprises.
It's again how we prove that we're live and not
Right.
Yes, yeah.
We are learning so much about Zoom. You know, I do it at work also. And
I have
By the time we get it
9
all
minutes,
figured
right?
out, God willing, we'll be back
out
to
page
personal
on the
again.
computer.
right. Wouldn't that be
That's how it-
wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephanie, Shabbat Shalom, how are you?
Stephanie.
Hi, how are you? Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Sameach.
Chag Sameach. Shabbat
Chag
Shalom.
Sameach. Shabbat Shalom. Do we do Chag Sameach first or Shabbat Shalom first?
Always
I
Shabbat
think
Shalom
Shabbat
first.
first. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Faye, you'll tell us if we're wrong, right?
I don't know. The rabbi's not on. We can't ask him.
No, but Faye knows.
Okay, Faye, what is the call?
Faye said Shabbat Shalom first.
Shabbat Shalom.
Oh, okay.
The only
Shabbat Shalom
holiday
is-
that is the only holiday that overtakes Shabbat is Yom
Is
Kippur.
Yom Kippur,
Okay.
the
That's it.
Shabbat of
Okay.
Shabbats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, it's good to see you for a change.
Yeah, I see Faye.
Yeah, right. We never see you, Faye. We only see your name.
Yes, that's true. I hide behind my screen, but I only do it because I want to focus on what I'm doing in the background. But I love to see everybody and be able to see, so I wanted to say hello and Shabbat Shalom to everybody and
Thank
Shabbat
you for the
Shalom.
job that you
Nice.
do, Faye. Thank you
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, Faye.
for allowing us to have
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Ditto what he said.
I want to practice for when we get to be greeters again, remember? Yeah.
Oh, I miss that so much.
Yeah. That was such a special thing. So I look forward to when we can actually do it again and actually, say Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach.
Or just Shabbat Shalom. You don't have to have.
Yeah, that's true. But I want to know the proper order.
I'm wondering what's in store for next week, how it's going to play out.
Ooh, we're going to
Ah.
be dancing in our houses.
I
That's
guess.
it. The rabbi said, bring any Torahs you had or Torah-like things
Hey.
in his email.
We'll be dancing in our seats.
Is that a song?
That's a song. Yes.
In the seats.
Dancing in our
In our
seats.
Shabbat Shalom, Karen. It was so nice to see you last night at Woko. Oh.
Boy, we got so quiet. We're all unmuted and nobody has anything to say.
That's
Yes,
unusual.
we're all-
I wanted to
Yes,
say
we're all
Shabbat Shalom,
stunned.
Alvin. Thank you for all the work you've been doing.
I guess we're all stunned by the
Yeah.
world around us.
Perhaps.
Watching the news right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did the helicopter leave?
No, it's still there.
So there, it's not the usual. It's facing in the opposite direction so that we don't see him entering the helicopter.
Well, maybe he didn't get
Yeah.
his hair done today.
Maybe he didn't get a what?
His hair done today.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
right.
You mean the
Maybe he
comb over?
doesn't have his wig on today.
No, it's a
He
comb
doesn't have a
over.
wig. He doesn't have a wig. It's a
It's a comb over. It's a comb over.
The things we talk about before Shabbat.
Well, it's got to be
Just-
before the rabbi will shut us down.
So just before I like go out, I just want to remind everybody that we're on YouTube right now, and we want to welcome everyone who's on
Everybody.
They'll never come back.
Shabbat Shalom
Thank
to
you,
everybody
Shabbat
Faye.
Shalom,
over there.
everyone.
No.
Thank you.
We're going on
Thank you
mute
for
now.
reminding us.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. And I wish everybody a Chag Sameach. I will see
You
you
too.
again at our
Chag
next
Sameach.
service
Yeah,
when I'm
muted.
in front.
Next week.
Next week.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey,
Shabbat shalom.
it's
Or
great to
tomorrow
see
morning,
everyone.
will you be there?
Oh, tomorrow morning. That's right.
Not tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is a day off for me, but I'll be back next Friday night.
Okay.
Okay, then.
I
Shabbat
will
shalom.
see everybody then.
Chag
Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach. Enjoy the service.
Of
sameach.
course.
Thank you.
Any kids yet? Or are we only adults?
No, I see some kids.
Oh,
I
there
do
are?
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't look.
And you could unmute kids and say hello if you wanted to.
Just
Oh, there
remember,
are a few. Yeah.
just
Oh, there
remember
they
we're
are.
live on YouTube, folks.
There they are.
Hi. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, young people. Oh, hello, Michael.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi, Michael. Shabbat shalom and Chag sameach to you.
Shabbat shalom,
Hi, Phyllis.
everybody.
Everybody.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
this is
Cancer.
Karen.
Shabbat
Hi,
shalom and
Shabbat.
Chag
Hello.
sameach.
Shabbat shalom, Karen.
Hi, Sameach.
Nice to have you with us. Chag Sameach.
Oh, hi, Cantor.
Hi. Sameach.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom.
Hi, Phyllis. Shabbat shalom and Chag sameach.
Shabbat shalom, Cantor. Chag
Shabbat
Sameach.
shalom, Scott.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Carol.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Paul.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
This morning, I wrote a little email with an imaginary conversation between Trump and his doctor. And where his doctor's telling him to go to the hospital. I didn't think it would really happen.
We're, you know,
Arlene, you're very powerful.
Yeah, Arlene, we're on YouTube, so be careful.
Okay. Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
Shabbat Shalom, Arlene. This is Karen Eisenstadt.
I want to cut off.
Oh, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Put YouTube on.
Hi. I'm glad to hear you.
Hi, Karen. It's Phyllis and Michael.
Hi there.
Chag
Hi,
Sameach.
Karen from Kathy.
Karen.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Chag
everyone.
Sameach,
It's
everybody.
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Shabbat shalom, Elise Sisolak. Nice to see you. Chag Sameach.
Hi, Marjorie.
Shabbat shalom, Michelle.
Hi, Sue. How are you tonight?
Interesting.
Hi.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Gina.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Audrey.
Oh, Gina, that's a beautiful background. What
Shabbat
is it?
shalom, Karen.
Hello.
Where is the background you have, Gina?
She's muted.
Yeah. But isn't that spectacular? I love it.
It's very
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It almost looks like a rose window, but I'm sure she would have picked something from the synagogue.
It might be from Central.
Oh, I turned on the. It could be from Central.
You said
yeah.
yes, it's from
Yeah,
Central
Linda from
Synagogue.
Central. Yeah.
Oh, she just wrote what it is. Central Synagogue.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Gina, for telling me.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Shabbat
How are you?
shalom.
But I don't see you, but I can hear you.
Hi.
Where are you?
Neil.
Hi, Katie.
Neil
I see
Rosenblatt.
Katie.
Neil.
Hello, love Gina.
He may be on the second page.
Hi, Sisela. Oh, let me check for you.
Yes, Neil's on the second page.
Oh, I'm on the
Yeah, I
right.
got him, but he doesn't hear me. I want to ask
You
him.
are.
Roberta, type it in the chat. We're on YouTube.
I am. Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh,
Okay, thanks.
Oh, God help me. Okay, I just did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ay, what a day today. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Chag Sameach. Let's get started, and we're going to celebrate Sukkot and Shabbat together. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Chag Sameach and Shabbat Shalom. It is wonderful to have you join us. A few days after our Big Kippur celebration, we come back, but this time instead of prayers of seriousness and solemnity of repentance, we focus on prayers of joy and togetherness, fragility and hope. I'm standing at our temple sukkah outside behind RTFH, and I wish you were with me right now, but I know I feel you in our sukkah. We welcome you in. We'll talk about welcoming people in a little bit, but it is great to be here in our sukkah. And we want to especially thank the Keltai and the Cooper families who provided many of our decorations this year for our sukkah, so it looked particularly nice for our Sukkot. It is wonderful to be here tonight on Shabbat, on Sukkot combined together. I'm Rabbi Mark Kaiserman, along with Cantor Emily Wygod Pincus. We are thrilled to be celebrating with you this evening. We welcome everyone who's here on our temple Zoom link and everyone who joins us on YouTube. We're glad to have everyone connect together for this celebration. We begin our services with the lighting of the festival candles, and to help us light those candles tonight are Seiko, Alexis, and Damian Rosen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu. No, put it back on. I mean, you're mute now. You need to unmute.
Oh, shit. Oh, do I have to try again? Should we try again? Sorry.
You.
What?
Let's try again.
Sorry, I thought we were muted. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu tachat ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov.
Amen. And we join in our festival Kiddush. The Kiddush on holidays is different than the Kiddush on Shabbat. When the Kiddush is both on the holiday and on Shabbat, it is the longest Kiddush you're going to hear most of the year. So get ready for a super long, joyous Kiddush and break into that bottle of wine in your house that you've been saving. Now's a good night to do it. So we join together in Kiddush. If you're comfortable with it, please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'am v'romemanu mikol hashon v'kiddushanu b'mitzvotav. Vatiten lanu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava Shabbatot limnucha muadim l'simcha chagim uzmanim l'sason et yom hashabbat hazeh v'et yom chag hasukot hazeh ziman simchatenu mikra kodesh zecher litiat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת ומועדי קודשך, באהבה וברצון, בשמחה ובששון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש ישראל, והזמנים.
Amen. L'chaim.
לחיים.
Well, it's a chance for us to say hello to each other. Sukkot is a holiday of greeting and welcoming, and this is a time for you to greet and welcome people. So we're going to put each other in breakout rooms and get a chance to say hello to each other.
Shabbat Shalom and welcome to the Reformed Temple of Forest Hills for our Sukkot service. Tomorrow morning we will return for our Sukkot morning service. And next Friday night we will have our Simchat Torah service at 7 p.m.
But I want.
Well, as always, you never know who you're going to be in a breakout room with. I was in a breakout room with my mom and also with Alvin, who's about 10 feet away from me in the backyard helping with technical things of services. So I didn't need a breakout room to talk to him, but it was good to be in the same room. You never know who you're going to be with. So we now turn to would you mute? I'll tell you in a minute. We now turn to our liturgy and we begin with our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Please rise.
I'm rising. I'm rising.
Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai la lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Hamivorach Leolam Vaed.
And we share in the watchwords of our faith.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. I get to be like one of our teenagers tonight because I can't see the screen that's showing all of this, so I get to use my phone instead, just like they seem to do for everything. So we join together. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'kol levavcha uv'kol nafshecha uv'kol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha vishinantam levanecha vidibarta bam bishivtecha b'veitecha uvlektecha vaderech ushokbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu totafot beinenecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha Leman tiskeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiot lachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, unripened fruit so fair to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Leah Goldberg probably wrote that about 100 years ago, but we need to be careful after 6 months to not let routine set our ways. We continue with our prayer of miracles, Mi Chamocha.
This is actually a special melody that is just for Sukkot. And you can kind of hear it's sort of like the sound of either the shaking lulav or the sound of like falling and flickering leaves in the sound of the melody. And it goes like this. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar bakodesh, nora tilot osefele. Malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, zeili anu ve'ameru Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
Sukkot is a holiday with many themes. It has the theme of homelessness, that we take ourselves out of our houses into these temporary dwellings, much like people who often live in temporary dwellings their whole lives and are searching for home. It is a holiday of joy. It's the only holiday in the Bible that we are told to celebrate joy. Sman simchatenu, a holiday of joy, the Torah tells us. It's a holiday of togetherness, of inviting people in and sharing, perhaps the thing that we most can't do this year in this particular Sukkot. It's a holiday of coming together from far away. And even if we can't physically do it in our sukkah, we can do it through many other ways of technology that our ancestors never imagined. And so as we continue on with our words, we think of drawing each other from different places together to be as one on Sukkot.
Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalomecha. Ufros aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalomecha.
We continue with our own private personal prayers.
Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Well, one of the key things about Sukkot is the lulav and the etrog. The lulav and the etrog, as we remember, are 4 species of plants that are talked about in the Torah: the palm, the willow, the myrtle, and the etrog. And I'm going to bring those up closer to the camera because from this far away, they could be anything. And on Sukkot, we pulled them all together and then shake them all around. And it's a very ritualistic thing. If people who are not familiar with Judaism see it, they're like, what's up with the plants that you're waving all over the place? And it's not that anything happens when we wave these particular plants. It's that it's a ritual, much the same as putting a ring on somebody's finger at a wedding. It doesn't do anything. It's what you bring to the ritual and the moment. And so we bring our 4 plants together and we are going to join in the blessing over the lulav and the shekianu because it's the first time we're doing it. And then I'll shake the lulav on behalf of everybody. But if you want to shake the lulav in our sukkah, you can do so this Sunday. We're having an open sukkah time by appointment only. You make an appointment and you come in and have an opportunity by yourself or with your family to engage in the sukkah rituals here in the temple sukkah. So it was in today's e-blast. Look for it and you need to sign up for an appointment though. You can't just show up. So why don't we put the blessings up and share in the, and Cantor, why don't you lead us in the blessings?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
And so these are blessings for shaking lulav and for this special time. And you do it in 6 directions, starting in the east. So I apologize for putting my back to you all, but that's where east is. East is over here. And so you shake it 6 times. And then it's always nice to smell the etrog, because etrogs don't taste very good, but they smell wonderful. So that's our chance to do it. And we do it by ourselves in the sukkah. Many people just do it every single day in the sukkah. But during Sukkot services, we do it sometimes even in the sanctuary. We shake the lulav as we share in the blessings of Hallel, the blessings of praise on the festival services. We have a special time to offer psalms to God as praise. And so we're going to turn to those psalms. And then during one of the songs of psalm, we are going to shake the lulav.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu לקרוא את ההלל. הודו לאדוני כי טוב, ki le'olam, ki le'olam chasto. Ya ba 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 bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov. Ya ba 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 bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Ki le'olam chasto. Yomarna, Yisrael. Ki le'olam chasto. Yomruna, Beit Aaron. Ki le'olam chasto. Hodu l'Adonai ki tov, ki le'olam chasto. Ya ba 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 bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Yomruna yirei Adonai. Ya ba 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 bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Ki le'olam chasto.
Now, Cantor is going to share with us a very special way we're going to celebrate this year's Sukkot and Hallel.
And you might have noticed, because you can already see in your window, that you're not seeing Hebrew. So we thought that it might be kind of fun to this year, instead of doing the traditional Hallel, we would also pick up a theme that has to do with Sukkot, and that has to do with the prayer for rain, which is actually traditionally said on the seventh day of Sukkot. And so we have assembled, and the reason that we're doing this too is because at this time, it is the rainy season in Israel, and we are praying for rain to fall in Israel so that the land can be replenished. Like, this is a really, really good thing. It is rain that we really, really, really want to happen. And so we have arranged a little medley of rain and rainbow and rainy-like songs for us all to sing together. So again, this is a sing-along. That means we want you to sing along. When it rains, it pours, but you didn't even notice. It ain't raining anymore. It's hard to breathe when all you know is the struggle of staying above the rising waterline. Well, the sky is finally open. The rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange, and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the boat, take off your coat, and take a look around. 'Cause the sky is finally open, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella. Well, darling, I'm just trying to tell ya that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I say to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright sunny days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow are so pretty, and the skies are also the faces of people walking by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see babies cry, I'd watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with your rain, I've got a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. Okay, now you can.
The snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, just let them know. But now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, and the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? What do we hope we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Spotlight everybody.
So, to all of our wonderful, wonderful singers, Stacy and Ella Rosenblatt and Gina Drangle and Gwen and Aaron Levinson, Gwen Leifer, I never know Gwen, and Carrie Spezza. Thank you all so, so much. This was just a ton of fun. Let's do it again.
So we certainly praised God by sharing those songs. Thank you to all of our beautiful singers for sharing so beautifully. We want to take a minute to do one of the traditions of the Sukkah. And we've talked about this in previous years. It may be familiar, something we do every year. There's a concept known as ushpizin, and it means guests in Aramaic. And traditionally, it's that on the 7 nights of Sukkah, you symbolically welcome a different person every night. Traditionally, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Aaron, and David. Later on, there's an ushpizot, a list of women that you invite in: Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, Leah, Miriam, Esther, and Deborah. And there's other variations of it. But I want to know who you invite in. If there is anybody you could invite in, we can't invite people to our sukkahs the way we might like. So if there was one person, alive or deceased, that you could invite to the sukkah and be part of your life, if you could invite somebody to be your ushpizum, your Zoom guest in the sukkah, who would it be right now? So I want everyone to type into the chat who your ushpizum would be. Who would be the one person you would most want to come to your sukkah? So a lot of people are inviting family, both living family and family that's passed away. Some of you are cheating and inviting more than one person, but that's okay. This is all a theoretical exercise. Justice Ginsburg is getting a lot of call to have. I'm sure she would be a good time in the sukkah. So even though some of us have people from pop culture and from the real world, famous people that we would invite in, most everybody is inviting in family members. Some of them passed away and some of them living to be there. And so that teaches us right now we can't have people into our sukkah in the city, our real sukkah or our symbolic sukkah. So we should make sure to find ways to invite people in. So make sure over the next week to reach out to someone who you would want in your sukkah, a family member, a friend, FaceTime them, make sure to call them up, to chat with them and connect with people who you're with. Some of you have it easier. Lily Goldfarb would invite her brother Asher, who's probably about 10 feet away from her right now. So Lily, that would seem like a hard one to do. But make sure to invite people in. You can't invite the people who've passed away, but you can invite the people who are in your hearts. So now we want to turn from who we might invite in as sukkahs to the good things that are happening to us. So we want to focus on simchas that are in our lives. I'd like tonight only to talk about simchas that personally happen to you. Let's not bring in politics or things outside of us in the world. Let's only focus in on a simcha, something good that happened to you or a member of your family directly, that happened in the last couple of days or is about to happen, a good thing in your life. Let's add that to the chat and see all the good things that are happening in our lives. So start adding some of your simchas to our chat feed so we can see all the good things that are happening to you. So a lot of people doing things outside, seeing nature and enjoying it. A lot of people heading to school. Some of that comes from the kids and some of that comes from the parents as a simcha. People take care of medical things, people having birthdays, including our own Mildred Friedman, who is turning 98 years old tomorrow. And I don't know how many 98-year-olds you know who get on Zoom and type in the chat, but now you all know one at least. Mildred, God bless her, is here with us and celebrating her birthday tomorrow. And there are birthdays for lots of other people too. Well, we know there are so many good things happening to us. No matter what the world is all about, we can still find good things in our own families and our own lives. And one of those good things is birthdays, like Michael and Jasper turning 11 and Mildred's birthday tomorrow. So why don't we join together, and anybody who has a birthday, make sure you put your birthday in the chat so we know whose birthdays are out there, and join together in celebrating all our October birthdays. And Cantor, why don't you lead us in a roaring happy birthday for everybody whose birthdays it is.
Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach.
Happy birthday to everyone whose birthday it is.
Ve'od harbe.
Well, we share now some people we miss, many of them whose names have already been mentioned in our chat when we talked about who the Ushpizin are, who the guests we most want to see again and spend time with again. Reminds us how life is very precious and we should share it with those around us and hold on to it. But when somebody passes from this earth, we still hold on to their memories and blessings now and always. And so as we share a list of people who've passed away at this time in years past, we invite you to put into the chat names of people you're thinking of, your blessings, your lives, your memories, those who have passed away who you're holding on to. This week marks the yahrzeit, the anniversary of the passing of David W. Aronson, Fanny Edelberg, Joseph Epstein, Joseph Asen, Toby Farkas, Martin Fink, Irving Finkelstein, Ferdinand Fishman, Claude Frank, Irving Frankel, Charles S. Friedman, Robert Goldman, Zev Hack, Lena Hausman, Anna Kaner, Max Kaplan, Edwin Kasoy, Julian Krochner, Harry Kruger, Noah Landau, Santa Lax, Louis Levine, Harry Levy, Julius Lewin, Lillian Lukowitz, Bell Linsky, Zus Linsky, Carrie H. Lip, Anita Milbauer, Moses Monat, Martin Nathan, Ethel Newman, Clara Oppenheimer, Craig Adam Palter, Jesse Pinto, Janice Polish, Arthur Ryman, Molly Ricone, Etta Rosen, Samuel Rosenkrantz, Morton Rothstein, Israel Sachs, Ruth Schultz, Philip Sexer, Mary Siegel, Gerald Silberger, Hyman Silverman, Charles Smith, Elaine Weiss, Yvonne Wolf, Alexander Zieger, Jason Zeppel. We note the recent passing of Tracy Sarah Cowan and all those we miss who have passed away in recent days and in recent weeks. Adding to those all the names in our chat, we join together in a mourner's Kaddish, and we invite you, if you wish, to join us in the mourner's Kaddish and to unmute yourself in sharing in these words together as we join in our special prayer.
Pants and a hoodie, right?
Yit Gadal, Yit Gadash, Me Rabbah, E'amah Divrah Purutei, Amlik Malchutei, B'chayechon Yomechon, B'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Agalah Bizman Kariv V'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Omaya, Yitzhak Yishtabach V'yitmam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shmei D'Kudusha B'richu. Elam Minkol Birkata V'Shirata Shukata V'Nekmata Amiran Be'amah V'yimru Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Min Shemaya V'Kayim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru Amen.
You're gonna learn that prayer, Kristen. It's a standard prayer at all services. So you're gonna memorize it.
May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to every broken heart among us. And let us say, Amen.
Shalom bin Ramav Uyase Shalom Aleinu ve'akol Yisrael ve'immeru Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Now for some announcements, our temple president, Neil Rosenblatt.
Good evening, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. Thank you, as always, to Rabbi and Cantor, Alvin, Faye, and the RTFH tech team for all their work behind the scenes that allow us to enjoy services tonight and every service. An absolutely amazing job by our resident songbirds tonight. Cantor, of course, and Nathaniel, Gina, Kerry, Gwen, Aaron, Stacy, and Ella for adding some beautiful seasonal showers to our Sukkot service this evening. Speaking of Sukkot, if you want to enjoy the wonders of our sukkah in person, there are limited slots still available to shake the lulav and the etrog inside the RTFH sukkah. Check this week's e-blast for sign-up details. The celebrations continue tomorrow morning with Sukkot morning services at 10:30, with Friday night services next week at 8, and then keep going next Saturday night with our Simchat Torah celebration. Make sure to check out the weekly e-blast for all the Zoom login information. Last and certainly not least, I want to thank again Rabbi and Cantor for their incredible work during the high holiday services. Even though we were all enjoying services apart from one another from the comforts of our own homes, through the magic of Zoom and the hard work and dedication of our Rabbi and Cantor, it felt like we were all together. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.
Shabbat Shalom. Just to make sure everybody knows, since the times are rolling around, next Friday night service is at 7 o'clock, and it's our Simchat Torah service with all the fun and joy of it. And you should look for some sort of Torah in your own home to dance with, whether it's a miniature Torah, a Torah book, a picture of your family, a sacred Jewish object, a favorite stuffed animal. So you should find your own Torah in your own house to dance with next Friday at 7 o'clock for services. And tomorrow morning service, Sukkot, will be live from the Sukkah at 10:30 in the morning. I want to particularly thank our behind-the-scenes tech people tonight. Well, I don't think this was any more complicated than Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur were. It was all different and new. And I want to thank Sue Eisman and Faye Gilman, who both continue to give endless amount of time to them. And I want to thank my local tech people, Alvin Callow. Alvin, come stick your head in the camera and say hello. Alvin, who's working the tech locally, and Deidre, our friend Deidre, who's here keeping us safe and also helping us in lots of ways. So thanks to all of them for making this possible. And also to Juan and Andy, who did a lot of the heavy lifting with building our sukkah this year and making it possible to have us have a sukkah throughout the holidays. We're going to turn to our motzi now. So if you have a challah, hold it right up to your camera so we can see it. And our tech team will start spotlighting lots of challahs. So let's get a whole bunch of challahs spotlit. Just keep holding. It might take a minute for them to discover you. Lots of boxes. So far, we have Linda and Monty's. Looks very good. No, any others? There we go. We got another one. Oh, now we're up to 3. Good. 4. There's Eli, who wants Dwayne The Rock Johnson to come to his sukkah. If you can't see the 6 challahs on your screen, you have not updated your into version 5, and so you're missing out on a more beautiful sight. 9 challahs. I feel like the count on Sesame Street. So you need to make sure to update your Zoom instructions each Wednesday in the e-blast. Let us know you're having trouble, and we'll help you figure out how to do it. So let's all join from our own homes in our motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. B'te'avon, everyone.
Yum, yum, yum.
And our closing song is from the book of Ecclesiastes, which is specifically read on the holiday of Sukkot, and Cantor will be chanting it tomorrow during services. This is the most famous passage in Ecclesiastes. Well, the most famous passage in Ecclesiastes is there's nothing new under the sun. But clearly the writer of Ecclesiastes didn't know about 2020 because every week there's something new under the sun that none of us predicted. But to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, put to music by the Birds. Turn, turn, turn.
To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time that you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
Chag Sameach and Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom. And you can unmute.